Well, hey garden friends, it's Destry. Welcome back to my Oregon yard. Today it is a balmy 70-degree early spring day. It's absolutely gorgeous and beautiful out. So I'm out here in my yard today and I'm going to be working on a project back here in this area. I have these little trees that are looking kind of shaggy. So we're going to try to get this area spruced up a little bit and trim back these little evergreen trees. Also, I want to give you a quick tour of all my daffodils. They're looking so amazing. So let's go ahead and get working in the yard today. So about 2 years ago, I installed these metal raised garden beds. And shortly after that is when I actually started my YouTube channel. So one of the first videos I have is me planting these up with some cut flowers. That's when I very first started, kind of growing cut flowers. So I've had these garden beds for a while and I have to say they've held up beautifully. If you have never tried like the metal garden bed kind of trend, they really are great. I mean, they ship to you, flat in a box. They're pretty easy to assemble. You can move them wherever you want, fill them, and they have worked out really, really well. Last summer, I went ahead and got lights, solar lights that I put on them as well. But in between the three beds, I wanted some kind of interest. So I originally purchased 3 evergreen trees. And when I purchased them, they were about this big. They were like a really inexpensive gallon size little, what I keep calling a mop cypress. I don't know if that's really what they are. I'll be honest, you guys. I think they're basically just some kind of evergreen tree. They were really inexpensive. I bought them kind of in the winter time and I planted up one of these beds with 3 across. So last summer, I bought these bigger pots at Walmart and I potted them up. Well, they were only still about that big, maybe about half the size they are now, and they have just exploded with growth. So now I'm looking at them realizing I think they need a little trimming and a little shaping. They definitely need staked up. Midnight's out here with me meowing. But they definitely need some attention. So let me flip the camera around. I'll show you what I'm talking about. And I'm going to do my best today to try to trim them up. The shape I'm going for is kind of like an inverted teardrop shape. So I'm hoping it will kind of come up like this and round out and then be like pointy at the top. That's kind of what I'm thinking. That's what I'm hoping for. I've never trimmed this particular variety of evergreen, so I guess we're just going to kind of see what happens. So here's the current situation. I have tulips all planted in this bed, so you can see they're doing really well. I'm starting to get some bloom heads on them, so pretty soon they will be blooming. Here's the lights that I got, and these 3 beds are from Vigo. And then these are the pots that came from Walmart. Now there's a couple issues going on here. First of all, I just have them on the dirt, so the rain splatter and such has like made them all gross down there. And the other problem is they're not sitting straight. So I went ahead, my husband ran to the store to get 3 bricks to kind of put underneath, or like pavers, I should say. And what we're going to try to do today is even them out, because no matter what happens, my pots end up looking like this. They're kind of wonky and kind of weird. And so I really would like them to sit straight. And then of course the other problem is that this guy, he's just getting really shaggy. They've got these long kind of arms, and I'm realizing that when I purchased them, I think that they were, trimmed up at least a little bit differently than this. So I'm going to see what I can do, like I said. Now this one I have staked. I'm just noticing I do have a stake back in here to try to like make them more straight, because they weren't growing very straight either. But you can see, I mean, it's pretty tall. This is my bed of daffodils, and I have to show you these because they're so incredibly gorgeous right now. My dogs are probably going to start barking because someone's walking by the fence, but they're just looking so good. They're so pretty. So I'm really enjoying the show of this. All right, so this is the clipper that I'm going to be using, and it's from a brand called Works. And I've used it for a couple other things. And this one's really cool. It actually has a different top that you can put on. But this is what it looks like. Got a little rusty, but still works pretty good, I think. So, and I am gonna wear gloves because trees like this tend to make me break out. They can be a little like saptastic. So anyway, I'm just gonna take this thing and I'm just gonna kind of, I don't know, I'm gonna see what kind of shapes I can get. Like I said, I'm going for this kind of teardrop shape, and I don't know the exact term for it. I'll try to find it and drop a picture, but yeah, we're just gonna see what we can do. Now this one has a stake in it, and it is it zip tied? No, it's actually not. It's just kind of propped up on there. I just tied this other one up a little bit better, but let's go ahead and just see what we can do here and kind of trim them up. I mean, if worst comes to worst, it can just be more of a straight up and down shape. And it would be nice if this pot was straight so I could kind of see what I'm doing as far as shaping this. But we're just gonna go for it. Let's see what happens. All right, well that looks a little better. One little spot here. That's probably the best looking of the three. So better, it's got a little bit more shape to it. It's actually looking in my camera to kind of see what it looks like from far away. That does look better. All right, let's go ahead and try the next one. Here is that they're not all gonna look the same because they actually are pretty different. So this one I just staked it up and I tried to find a good leader, but this one's got like a lot of these bigger branches. So I'm probably pretty late in doing this. Like it should have been trained before this, but here goes nothing. Kind of a bald spot right here, doesn't it? Right up in here, but still, I mean, that looks better. That definitely looks better. All right, let's go see what we can do with this other one. This other one's like, I don't know, let's see what we can do. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is get rid of this crazy arm. I might have to actually wire that up, but we'll see. Once we take the weight off, it might bounce back, so let's find out. Look in the camera. Oh yeah, that looks better. It's hard to see it in real life. It's easier to see it on the screen. It's looking pretty good, not terrible. Clean out down here a little bit and take it a little bit further. All right, well here is an official after picture of their haircuts. You can see all that down there. And I think it's a big improvement. Big improvement. I staked this one really, really well. I need to go grab some more wire for that one, but still it looks pretty straight. Boy, they look so much better. This one looks better. It's still got like a couple little bald spots there, but that's okay. I still think it looks better. And then this one's probably the best looking of the bunch as far as shape, but I think they look so much better, so much better. So now I'm going to I might enlist some help, but I'm gonna try to move these pots aside and dig out a flat spot and put down a paver and straighten these out and then wipe off the pots just so that they don't have that crooked appearance. And I think part of it is because they're plastic pots, part of it is because they're on the ground, you know, and they're kind of taller pots, but I don't really love how they start to get all wonky looking. I'd like them to look more straight. So, and I need to kind of clean up the mess, but my husband's gonna come out here and weed eat and mow here in a few minutes. So that will be nice. It'll be all tidied up, but I am gonna try to get them a little bit more straight just so that the show out here with the tulips and daffodils looks even that much better. But I'm really happy that I trimmed them up. I think they really needed it, like probably way before this, but I couldn't believe how much they grew last year. Like they were just itty bitties last year and now they're just huge. So they're really striking. I'm really glad I did them and didn't like either get rid of the plants or, you know, put them someplace else. I do think they're really pretty. So anyway, let's see what else we can do here to fix them up a little bit today. Decided to come help me. Hi, Milo. Are you helping? All right, so here's what I got going. So I just kind of dug it out. I pushed the dirt around it. I'll hose everything off, but it's just big enough to have that set on there. And then hopefully with any luck, it'll look a little bit more straight and it won't tip and stuff like it has been doing. So that's my goal. Milo, you're really not helping. Now that I'm looking at it, it's kind of crooked. Let me see if I can fix it. Is it crooked? Is it just me? This is my irrigation line right here. I have to be a little careful. I feel like it's crooked. Dang it. Oh well, it's still gonna serve its purpose, I think. So now I just got to do 2 more, and I'm already tired. And I'm not used to this heat. It's warm out here, but that's okay. We're gonna get on it. We're gonna try this one. So this is kind of what the area looks like. You can see there's not a lot going on. There's like some moss and a kind of a spot where it was. So I'm gonna try to dig this one out and then the next one. So here goes nothing. Whew, now my heart's beating fast. Okay, let's see how we did here. I know, it's so bright. We're not used to the brightness. I know. What is this ball of fire in the sky? All right, well, is that even with the other one? Good enough. Good enough, I think. Okay. All right, garden friends, well, it's a little later the same evening, and I just wanted to show you how this turned out. Had a little help from my husband who helped me level these out, but we were able to get them leveled, and we got the bricks down, or the pavers, I should say, and I think they're looking really, really good. They're way better than they were. They're all stable and on the little bricks so that they're not so wobbly looking. And of course, everything is mowed and trimmed up, so it looks so much better. And I think the trees themselves look great. They're not perfect, you know, they're all a little bit different, but still I think the impact of all 3 of them there with the flowers is going to be really pretty this spring. So I'm excited how this turned out. So anyway, I hope this video gave you some motivation to maybe tackle one of those projects in your yard that has been kind of bugging you for a while. You know, it took the better part of an afternoon, but we got it done and got everything weeded and mowed, and it just looks really, really great. So get out there, get those projects done that have been bugging you. Like this one, I mean, this whole tree here with that crazy branch that was there, I mean, look how much better this looks. And it's gonna be spring and it's gonna fill in, and I think it's gonna look really, really good. So get out there and tackle those yard projects that have been bugging you, you guys. It's time, get it done. Just go out there, even if you only get a little bit of it done, go try your best and get those projects done, or get someone to help you, like my husband that came out and helped me get everything leveled even when I was struggling. So get some help, get your projects going this spring. And if you like this video, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. If you need me, I'll be doing some gardening. I'll see you later, guys. Bye.